All right. So this says question, this is January 2020. Question 7, it says a sequence of figures is made up of stars using dots and sticks of different length. The first 3 figures in the sequence are shown below. So here we're not asked to draw the 4th figure. We're asked to study the pattern of numbers in each row of the table below. Each row relates to a figure in the sequence of figures and figures started above. Some rows have not been included in the table. So we're to complete rows I, and triple I. All right, so what I always like to do is I always try to look for a connection between the figure number and the numbers, between the figure number and the other numbers. Well, what I notice is that this is 1 figure number times 12, and this is actually 1 times 12 plus 1. It's something that I've just noticed. This is, the figure number is 2 times 12. So, and this is 2 times 12 plus 1. So already I'm noticing a pattern. This is 3 times 12, and this is 3 times 12 plus 1. So at figure 5 now, at I, this would be 5 times 12, which is 60, and this would be 5 times 12 plus 1, which would be 61. All right, here, I don't know the figure number, so I'm going to call it X. Here's what I know. I know that the value here would actually be X times 12. So therefore, 12X is equal to 156. Divide both sides by 12. And what we're going to get is this is figure 13. So the value here is 13, and this would be 157. All you have to do is add 1. All right, it's always the figure number times 12. So this is 12n here, and here would be 12n plus 1. All right, so as far as I'm concerned, not too difficult. All right, let's go to the next page. On the next page, it says the sum of the number of dots in 2 consecutive figures are recorded. This information for the first 3 pairs of consecutive figures are shown in the table below. Determine the total number of dots in figures 7 and 8. All right, here's what I noticed. I noticed that the difference between this number here and this number here is 24. That's what I've noticed. And I notice here also that the difference between 62 and 80, this is also what, and 86 is also 24. All right, so, and as I said, I always try to establish some connection between the figure number and the values. So this is what I've noticed, that the 38 here is actually what? 1 times 24 plus 14. This would be 2 times 24, figure 2, figure 1, times 24 plus 14. And this would be 3 times 24 plus 14. That's what I've noticed. So if you're going to know figure 7, the answer here would be 7 times 24 plus 14. So this would be 7 times 24 plus 14. The answer here is 182 dots. So the number of dots in figure 7 plus the number of dots in figure 8 is 182. Finally, we're asked for now the number of dots in the n and the nth figure. Well, this answer, basic answer there is it's always 24 times the figure number. So it's 24n plus 14. So the number of dots in figure n and figures n plus 1 is 24n plus 14. All right. And of course, that is the end of the question.